Sade Hughes. I've been in the real estate industry for over 35 years, and my current position is I'm country manager of Mixta, Nigeria. So I'm responsible generally for the real estate business and also our investments in hospitality and retail.
My name is Okonjo, and I'm the CEO of Fine & Country West Africa, a role that I've been in actively for the last 16 years. I've, however, been in the real estate sector as an investor and advisor for about 25 years.
My name is Jamila Faniyi. I am the managing director of M&E Kaiser Limited, and I have been in this industry for a whopping 19 years.
My name is Imelda Olaoye. I'm the managing partner of ThinkMint Nigeria and ThinkMint Europe. I'm located in Lagos, Nigeria and Estonia, Europe. We're a real estate marketing firm that connects people to the best of planned projects across Nigeria and Europe. As a business, we've been running for 4 years now, and as an individual, I've been practicing real estate for over 8 years.
My name is Andrea Cameron Cole. I'm the head of sales and business development at Mixta Africa. I have been with the company for approximately 12 years now. And in the real estate industry, I would say another 1 year, so maybe 13 years in total.
My name is Ofure. I'm the CEO of Lifecard, proprietress Lifecard University, and founder of GOZ Consulting. I'm a real estate investment expert and also a business growth strategist. I've been in real estate industry for over 2 decades.
Hello, my name is Oshogwe. I'm the CEO of Afriland Properties PLC, a real estate development, investment, and property management company, and we offer services end-to-end across the real estate value chain.
My name is Architect Olaoye. I'm currently the president of the Nigerian Institute of Architects. I became the 30th president of the Nigerian Institute of Architects just last year, and incidentally, I'm the second female to occupy this position in this almost 64 years of the existence of the Nigerian Institute of Architects.
I'll start with when I joined Mixta Africa and when I started selling Lakoilex Golf and Country Estate. I think one of the biggest issues or challenges that I faced at the start of my career with Mixta Africa would be trying to get people to appreciate Lakoilex, which was the biggest product we were selling at the time. Trying to get people to buy into the products, trying to get people all the way from Victoria Island, mainland, to that side of Lagos, to buy into the product. It was quite challenging, and I think at some point I thought to myself, how long are you going to do this job for? Just around the time I was starting the business, right? But somehow, I would say with tenacity, a lot of trust in the company and in myself as an individual, I was able to, get people to see the product, appreciate the product, and I think more importantly, appreciate the company for what it is and what it represents, in general.
One of the key challenges, being a leader in the real estate sector, indeed really in any sector, whether it was in law or real estate or in business generally, is really trying to stay focused on competence, on results, on the things that truly matter, rather than focusing on gender, for example, or how people perceive you. Unfortunately, there's a sense in which, as a result of cultural conditioning or societal expectations, women in leadership tend to be perceived as being overly ambitious if they know what they're doing, or if they are quite firm and focused and results oriented. Then you have all those names like Margaret Thatcher, or she's aggressive, or she's ambitious, and those types of things. And most women don't really want to be referred to like that. However, it comes with the territory. You've got to learn to go beyond, the titles, the names, and focus on the bottom line, which is about delivering results.
Achievements and milestones. My focus has always been, I've always worked in roles in real estate. So I started off my career as an architect. I did that, for a good number of years, for 16 years. I think that I would say that my achievements in that phase of my working life was I rose obviously from a very junior architect to become a partner in the company. My exposure was, excellent. Right from an early age, I grew confidence in dealing with clients, and a large exposure into the real estate industry at that time. The next phase of my working life involved an opportunity that I had to work as I would say, pioneer CEO of a startup company. And I think that, really exposed me to general management. It exposed me to growing a business from scratch. It exposed me to dealing with human capital, setting a vision for the company, the financial performance of the company, and general business growth.
Yeah, so in terms of success stories, like I earlier mentioned, when we started, we had the issue of trust, we had the issue of people not believing in these delivery terms and timelines for these off-plan projects, but we're able to overcome that through resilience and determination. We've had over 50 projects delivered in the last couple of years. The last 2-3 years we've had over 50 projects delivered, and then we're also counting them. We have marketed over 100 projects basically, and some of them will be delivered this year, some will be delivered next year. And we even have people who have come back to buy their second, their third, their fourth home from us, referred us to people based off just by sticking to our vision to cater for people.
I started my career first of all as a lecturer in the Department of Architecture at the Polytechnic Ibadan. And after working for about 8 years, rising to the top before I left the place, I decided that I wanted to go into practice. And as a practicing architect, a female one, I did face a lot of challenges. When I started my firm, the greatest challenge was getting clients to trust me as a woman to be able to deliver the project. It took a lot of years, quite honestly, to be able to get to that stage where men, women, corporate organizations will be able to trust a woman to do the job. I've had occasions when I go for meetings as an architect, being invited to come and present a proposal. And as I walk in to make a proposal, they're already expecting a man. And then I come in and they say, oh, it's a woman. Yes, of course it's a woman. And the woman is as qualified to do the job as a man, as I was able to prove many times. As a woman also, one of the challenges you face is being able to juggle successfully taking care of your home, your husband, your children, as well as not allowing your career to suffer. For me as an architect, I have to travel so much, but I was able, by the grace of God, to ensure that I was able to balance both my work life and my home life. So these are some of the challenges that women face. But like I said, the good thing about architecture is that it is your work that actually speaks for you. And so after a few years, when people saw the projects I was able to successfully deliver, the projects themselves became the reference. And so they asked, who did this project? Oh, it's Emmy and Associates. That's the name of my firm, which I started in 1995. And so because of that, we were able to get many jobs, and to the glory of God, we have many projects all over the country. We have worked with banks, we've worked with institutions, we've worked with corporate organizations, with individuals, residential projects, and so many diverse projects.
So the idea of diversity and inclusivity are really important concepts in leadership across, boards, for management, for public sector as well as private sector, for real estate sector as well as legal or education and all of that. The whole idea of diversity is seeing various types of people from different walks of life, from different genders, from different, philosophies, and all of that, being part of essentially decision making and creating solutions for the sector, as it were. So it's absolutely critical to have men as well as women making these decisions, especially in our sector, in the real estate sector. If you think about it, so for example, when I work with developments, right, you can tell projects that were designed by men and executed fully without what you call the feminine eye. So diversity comes in with designs, diversity comes in even in the way that properties are built and used, because properties are used by both genders. So diversity is absolutely critical from the design stage to the delivery stage, as it were. When it comes to inclusivity, I think it's also important for us to think from the point of view of multiple users, so that when we're designing and when we're delivering real estate solutions, we're thinking, whether it's people who are physically challenged and challenged in various other ways, how do we incorporate them into the real estate solutions that are being created? So diversity and inclusivity is absolutely important, but it needs to start at the level of leadership. Whether it's in your teams, whether it's in design, whether it's even in terms of, sometimes decor. I remember many years ago working on a project somewhere in Victoria Garden City, and the developer was a man, and he used all these really hard colors. And I remember coming in and just saying, hang on a minute, if you are doing a green kitchen, like how many women are going to love to be in a green kitchen, like dark green kitchen, right? And so just bringing that insight from the point of view of, the actual users, not just the designers, you can see how, diversity, inclusivity, and all of that. So it starts with the thinking and then making sure that this is implemented across board. When it also comes to investing in real estate, there's a sense in which women tend to be more, they play it safer, even when they have the capacity. And so many years ago, I wrote a book, Real Women Invest in Real Estate. And the whole idea of that book, which I made very simple, was to just help more women see that actually you can invest in real estate without, having to stop being feminine, or the fact that you're investing in real estate does not mean that you're now an independent woman that cannot be spoken to. Because of course in our culture, there's a sense in which sometimes people think people will be afraid of you because you have too much, right? Especially for the single people. But now I'm happy to say that I have loads of young female investors who are investing in real estate because they now understand, that it's an asset class that is not, gender based at all. And so diversity is super important. It's one of the ways that women can build wealth by investing in real estate. So when we think of, we've got to think about solutions and helping more women see how easy, or maybe not so easy, but how on a practical level they can get onto the real estate ladder, but not just get onto the ladder, but actually continue to climb the ladder with knowledge, with competence, and in some cases with community. So I would definitely advocate for more women to consider this asset class, because it also helps with your business.
Okay, diversity and inclusivity to me is defined not just by diversity in gender, but also in religious inclination, in ethnicity, in race, in age, in physical ability or disability. And I think that the way I would approach that, or the way I have approached it, and the way I would encourage us all to approach it, is to embrace the differences in us, to focus more on the individual strengths that we have, despite our gender, despite our religious inclination, despite our ethnicity, and focus on the larger picture. And when I say larger picture, we should focus on what we can do, for instance, to improve the economy, in whatever economy that we work in, that we live in, to promote sustainability, to promote harmony amongst ourselves at the workplace and harmony in the larger society.
Perception really is that real estate business is mostly dominated by men, but if you look at the trends today, you would find that a lot of women a lot of young people, young ladies like myself, are now beginning to, go into the real estate business, put in a lot of work and, deliver excellent results. We have women who build, women in the real estate business who build. I would say that majority of the real estate advisors that you find today are ladies doing excellently. And what this tells us is that there's really no band to what women can do, and I don't think that there's anything too big for women to achieve. Women are there building, women are there taking care of homes, women are there excelling in their careers. So it's the same goes to the real estate industry. There's really nothing stopping you from achieving whatever you want to do.
We live in a world where we have male and female as I know it, and having a whole lot of one side within that industry definitely calls for an action. Women have been relegated in so many things, and the construction and real estate industry is not different. We have had to fight. We have had to struggle to be at the forefront, and I think that it is beginning to show, specifically in the MEP space. Our representation is really low. I was just in an Instagram live yesterday, inviting women to join Kaiser, inviting women to do anything that they can to be able to get themselves up there, because there's a level playing field for everyone. The sky is wide enough for everyone to come and play in. So yes, the issue on diversity is very important, and I urge women to take that step, not to be afraid, and move into that space. There is something for them to do at every level.
To remain relevant, you must reinvent yourself. And this is true investing in education. You invest in your training. You don't have to wait for your employer to train you. What you train, when you train yourself, it's yours for keeps. And then also embrace mentorship. You always need somebody who would guide you, who would teach you, who would tell you how to maneuver through challenges. Somebody who would encourage you to believe in yourself. This is key. And to also understand that challenges are not all bad, because if you look real deep, you'll find opportunities that you can build on. And failure is not a death sentence.
International Women's Day 2024 is a call to action for women of Mixta and women in the workplace in Nigeria and globally as well. Focus on being the best that you can at the work that you do. Focus as well on your work-life balance, your families, whatever type of families that you have, those who have children, those who don't have children, we all have families. Make sure that you don't work to the exclusion of your own personal happiness at home.
And this is me encouraging any woman who would like to venture into the real estate space, would be that you should stay focused. First, pick an area, or a part of the real estate industry that you want to play in. Stay focused on it, read books, get more ideas, get a mentor, attend networking events that will further aid your ability and your skills within that part. And I already mentioned some of those spaces that you can play in within the real estate industry, whether you want to be a marketer, you want to actually be a builder, you want to be a project manager, you want to be an architect, you want to be an estate manager, you want to be an estate surveyor, so these are like these are the things that you want to take up the legal role. These are some of the things that you could take up, and the word will be stay resilient and determined. Let's just start today.
In today's world, if you are going to be a standout professional in the real estate sector, especially as a woman, you actually have an advantage. Build a powerful leadership brand, build a personal brand, be known as the go-to in your specific area of expertise. So that would be my advice to any female leader who wants to absolutely ace it in the real estate sector.
We embrace inclusivity and celebrate diversity, where every person is heard and everybody is valued. So let us collectively forge a more inclusive world for women, giving them a platform to breathe and to grow and to be whatever they wish to be. So happy International Women's Day. Embrace inclusivity. Inspire inclusion.
My message to all the women in this year 2024, celebrating the International Women's Month, is do it. Do it, do it, do it. Do not wait for anyone to make you self-doubt. Do not wait for anyone to tell you you are not enough. You are always enough, and you can do whatever it is that you want to do, no matter how small. You can start from little baby steps, and you will get to your dream. I assure you, I am living my dream right now, and I know that you would be able to live yours as well. Happy International Women's Day. Inspire inclusivity.
Happy International Women's Day. Inspire inclusivity.
Happy International Women's Day. Inspire inclusivity.
Happy International Women's